Guys, in example 5, we're going to be simplifying radicals with variables. And so we'll be looking at square roots first. And remember, if our exponent is even, we just divide it in half. If it's not even, we break it apart. And we'll look at that in part C. So we have the square root of x squared. Our exponent is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So the square root of x squared, we're going to bring out x to the first, which is just x. So the square root of x squared is just x. We can do the same thing with a number in front of the variable. So we can break this apart into the square root of 9 times the square root of k to the 10th. Square root of 9, 9 is on my list. Square root of 9 is 3. And then 10 divided by 2, so we have 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So we'll have k to the 5th. So nice and easy. If our exponent is even, we just cut it in half, and that's what's going to end up coming out. Now we'll look at part C. It'll take a little bit more time, but we're going to split it up into the square root of 40 times the square root of a to the 19th. So we'll look at the square root of 40 first. And that's not a perfect square. So I'm looking at maybe 40 divided by 2, which is 20. I'm thinking of my perfect squares that are less than or equal to 20. So we're looking at 16, 9, and 4. The only one on that list that is a multiple of 40 is 4. And so we'll have this as the square root of 4 times 10, which equals square root of 2, or square root of 4 is 2. So we have 2 square root of 10. Now onto the variable. Square root of a to the 19th. Well, 19 is not a perfect square, so we're going to break this up. I'm sorry, 19 is not an even exponent. My apologies. And so we're going to break it up into an even exponent and then an odd exponent. So we think about 19 minus 1 is 18. So we can break this up as a to the 18th times a. Okay, so that's how you take care of an odd exponent. The square root of a to the 18th times the square root of a. We do half of 18, which is 9, so we'll be able to pull out a to the 9th times the square root of a is going to stay in there. So we have these two parts. We have 2 square root of 10, and we have a to the 9th square root of a. We're going to put together the parts that are outside the square root. So we have 2a to the 9th. And then we're going to put together the parts that are in the square root. So we have 10 and a. So we have 10a. So that would be how we simplify a radical when our number is not a perfect square and our variable is not a perfect square. So guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll talk in class.